So the other week, I was at the gun range and I pulled out this rifle that I hadn't shot for a while. I've owned it for years. My grandfather gave it to me when I was a young boy. And I set it up on the mount, on the sandbags, and everything else because I needed to get it sighted in. And because, like I said, I hadn't shot it for a while. So I set it down and I get all ready to rock and roll, and I pull the trigger, and I miss. Like I adjusted my grip, I took a deep breath, and I fired again. I missed. I'm like, what in the heck? All of a sudden, I realized something terrifying that I was looking down the right barrel. But my sights were misaligned. They weren't working correctly. And right now, that's exactly what you are doing in your life. I would almost guarantee it because if you go and you do the same thing over and over and over and over again and you expect a different reaction or outcome, that's a definition of being absolutely banana sauce. Would you not agree? I mean, why okay, let me rephrase this. Why hard work is making you fail? It's extremely simple. It's because your sights are not aligned with your barrel, your energy, your goals, and your internal actions and reactions to things. So here are a couple of bullet points I want to really go over with everybody really quickly because I think you're going to really take this to heart. In all honesty, so let's go over point number one. Here is the trap of perfectly sighted in. Right. So what that really means is that you're at the gun range, you're looking down the barrel, your target's clear, your position is perfect, you're feeling good, looking good. You're like, okay, let's go. And it looks exactly right, but your bullet still misses by like 3 or 4 inches. Is going to be realistic if it's really off. And then, so for your life, you're looking at your business going, okay, as an entrepreneur, excuse me, I have my perfect website, I have my perfect routine, I have my big goals, I have my BHAGs, big, hairy, audacious goals, which if you don't know what a BHAG is, please go find one. And you're still missing. So this is one of the things that when you look at this, you're like, okay, I got everything else set up. What is really going on? It's frustrating. I get it. I freaking get it, guys. Because at the end of the day, you're like, if you look good and you feel good, you're going to do good. And that's horrible English. But you know what I'm saying? It's not always how it's going to turn out. You can put as many rounds downrange, aka attempts at your goal, right? And if you don't hit it consistently, then you have to make adjustments in life. Now, what do I mean when I say adjustments in life? I mean this. It is going to be either your altitude or elevation, up or down, or it's going to be your left to right. Now, how in the heck does that have any meaning in my life, Greg? Good point. Write this down right now. Here it is, guys. Up and down, everything is going to be done in millimeters when you're adjusting things. Because when life hits us, we want to completely scrap everything and say, you know what, forget about it. I worked my rear end off and I'm just going to go do cush mush because I can't take this anymore. You don't have to throw the whole entire thing away, including the kitchen sink, just because you're not getting where you want to be right off the bat. Micro shifts. So if anyone's ever shot a gun ever in their entire life, especially a rifle, on the sight, that's the big glass, the big metal thing on top with those glass that you can see a long ways away from. Um, Inside, they have a X, right, or a cross, and you want to hit in the middle. Well, on the top on the right hand side, there are these little knobs. You unscrew the knobs, and inside they're little levers. But not levers, they're little dials. Anyways, you get in there and you take a little quarter or penny or nickel or dime or whatever, and you just click, 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 whatever way you need to do it, but you do it small. Everyone says do big adjustments. No, don't do that. Stop. Here's the reason why. You're not broken. Your system isn't broken. The process is broken. There's something missing along the way. I mean, I was working with Claude the other day, right? And I was really trying to figure out how to get some programming, some data stuff in and get it back out. And I was missing a key component. I wasn't asking the right question. I wasn't doing the right process. And that is what made all the difference when it came to me actually getting my end goal, coming to fruition. The same as with this analogy at the gun range. You can have the best ammunition goals. You can have the best weapon or firearm. That's your systems and your setups, right? Your programs, your widget you're selling, whatever it's going to be. But when you pull the trigger, you miss because you didn't ask the right questions. What's the right question, Greg? phenomenal. I don't know. I don't know what the right question is for you, but I always do question the implicit assumption. If you assume something is going to get done, it just makes an ass out of both you and me. And so stop assuming things, start asking things, be curious like a cat is. Just get out there and be adventurous in your questions. Okay, why is this not working? Work it back from the core. What is the ultimate thing we're trying to achieve? Don't get lost in the weeds. Stay clear on your steps. And all of a sudden, you're going to start hitting that target bullseye after bullseye after bullseye after bullseye, because now you have the system, the process, and the right people in the right seats to get the job done. I cannot tell you how many people do not listen to this. Now, if you hate guns, that's fine. Use any other analogy that you want when it comes to, setting your sights on something, pun intended, and then executing and then refining your trajectory of your goals as quickly and as often as humanly possible, so that at the end of the day, there's no guesswork involved here, boys and girls. It is purely mathematical. You've already written the script of how this is going to go in your business, in your goals, in your dreams, your aspirations, whatever it is, in your personal life. I don't care what it is. You already have it down. Follow the steps. McDonald's is famous for all the employees when they come in, that they give them the instruction manual. And they say, hey, okay, here's the instruction manual. Just follow the blue feet. Follow the what? Follow the blue feet. Ronald McDonald, big feet, clown shoes. That's how people got through it, because there was already a manual written. You're writing your manual. You're writing your process. You're getting this squared away, sighted in. Yes, pun intended again. So don't throw it away. 1 millimeter at a time, boys and girls. You have this. I believe specifically in you right now. Go get that thing, dust it off, review it, analyze it, talk to somebody. Don't tell them what you're doing. Just get their opinion if they're qualified. Let me preference that one. Do not ask grandma about AI unless she's like an absolute grandma genius. And I love all my gams out there. I miss my gam. But I will tell you this. Be curious, be consistent, and never, ever let your feelings get in the way of the process. Would you rather be right, or would you rather be rich? All right, guys, I love you to pieces. Until the next one, boom, peace. We are out of here.